Jaymie Lathem is a practicing finest arts and the executive director of Green Industry of North Bay. She is passionate about art and cultures and believes it to be a huge economic driving with the passion, potential to reunite a community. We all live here for one reason or another. We should all love where the living ladies and gentlemen, Jaymie Lathem.
Thank you, JP. Hi, my name's Jaymie, and I'm here to tell you how to love where you live, or die trying. The only bedtime story you're ever really going to need. The creative sector in Ontario contributes $27.7 billion annually to Ontario's GDP, and accounts for approximately 304,000 jobs in Ontario. The creative arts and culture makes powerful and necessary contributions to the well-being of our communities. The creatives are tools to help us engage in, I'm going to use my notes. The creatives are tools to help us engage in levels of positive change, a means for public dialogue, and contribute to capacity building and learning. The arts creates healthy communities that are capable of action, mobilization, activism, leadership, and healing. And I can prove all of these things to you by sharing my own experiences. As an artist myself, I've dealt with abuse and the family court system. Art making to me gave me a vocabulary that allowed me to unpack my own emotions of what I was dealing with and still will deal with today. Art allowed me to communicate not only with others, but to myself. I can talk to you about how I programmed art into the North Bay Regional Health Centre, how I brought in artists and writers and musicians into the hallways and rooms of the hospital, and it changed those dark, clinical spaces into something lighter and more human. It made it better. And how I created an art cart and wheeled it around to the different closed mental health pods and gave patients something else to do, something else to think about. And that alone opened up positive communication between themselves and other patients and really allowed them to have words to describe their stories where they didn't feel watched or diagnosed. I can share my stories as an artist educator and with youth at risk. And when I ran Youth Studio, which was a drop-in center that was art-based for teenagers, how I created a space with art that was safe for youth that didn't feel like they had one. I can tell you about how I roped them into coming with my terrible jokes and my tattoos and the fact that I fed them. But it was the art that made them stay. The art gave them a reason to have positive relationships with other teenagers, with grown-ups, and with themselves. I watched them create self-confidence with our projects that carried on throughout other life situations. They became mentors to other youth that were coming in. And if my stories aren't cutting it for you enough, I can give you more stats. Like the creative GDP is larger than the Ontario's energy industry. Had to get that one right. And is now surpassing mining, forestry, and agriculture combined. All three of those combined, we're bigger than that. That's right. And I can go on and on and on, but we only have 5 minutes. So let's get back to that bedtime story I was telling you about. So do you like songs, music, books, plays, and more? What if you opened your chest and had nothing in store? You can't always choose the place where you live or all the company that you keep. But if you try really hard and think good thoughts, the well will always run deep. So if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Where would you live if it could be anywhere? Because looking around, here seems better than there. And now I want to invite everybody for the weekend of the Creative Summit, kicking off tonight and all the way to Sunday, so you can see how the creatives make North Bay a healthier community.